Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to Business Behind the Scene. I just had a beautiful weekend. Today is Monday. I'm full of energy. I had a long weekend. I spent Friday in the sunny coast. I went to see a couple of friends. I went to do a beautiful meditation on the beach. I went for breakfast with a friend that is also making $1 million on business. We were talking about the power of hanging out with people that are on the same wavelength and that really are there to make a difference in the world. And this friend of mine is actually a client as well. And as we were at this meditation, someone at the end of the meditation was like, "Hi," and she's like, "I don't know you." "Oh my gosh, I follow you on Facebook. I feel like I know you. I would love to offer you all of these, and I would love to take a photo with you. Oh my gosh, you're so inspiring, so beautiful." And I'm like, yes. I was like, I'm so excited. This is so good. Like, this is exactly why I do what I do. This is like exactly why I teach coaches how to really put themselves out there and make a difference so that they can really touch people even if they don't know them, touch people even if they're not sure their message is going anywhere anytime fast. And it's so beautiful. It just fills my soul when I see that happening. I'm like, yay, good on you. It's just so good. So if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that, then listen. This person, me, all my clients, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not you do one live and then people recognize you. It's not that you do one post and then all of a sudden you've got a following. You've got, people that will stop and ask for a photo. It takes time and it takes effort and it takes those days that you don't really feel like it, that you still do it. Like, all of that is part of the growth. It's part of the, the 50-50, when you are recognizable, when you are an influencer and people recognize you, it's beautiful and there's lots of good things. And it's also ugly and there's a lot of bad things. And so it's 50-50, but we're willing to take the steps. We're willing to move forward with our business. We're willing to do things to take step towards what we want to achieve. So today, we're really talking about how to really stand out in your business and really create a memorable brand, like a brand that you like. Everybody recognize you. Everybody stop you. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you are just so inspiring." And when I say everybody, I say in your niche, right? Everybody that is like in your industry should be able to know that you are the expert. And if you're listening to this and you go, "Yeah, I'm an expert and only my cat and my dog knows about it," all my past clients, then it's time for us to actually spend that knowledge and let everybody know that you are the expert. Let everybody out there know that you have knowledge to give, that you have something to share with the world, and they should listen to you, right? There's two options to do business. There's no other way. There's either like you get really good at marketing and you create like a ClickFunnels page and Facebook ads, and you put money into Facebook ads and a lot of money. And in that case, then yeah, you can do it that way, or you do it organically. And this is exactly what we have done. This is exactly what I teach, is like organic marketing, so that you don't have to waste money on Facebook ads or Google ads that you don't have. And you start to really create a strong brand so that people really want to hear more from you. And then when you do that, when you know that you convert your audience, when you for sure have no doubts, when people start to follow you, eventually they're going to buy, then it's time for you to put money in advertising so that you can actually scale a lot faster. This is literally the goal. But what happens is that people are not willing to do the hard work to get to the scalable point. They just want to scale, but they're not willing to walk. So if you're listening to this and you're like, "Oh yeah, that is me," we need to really start to think about actually, the other day I was with this person and they did a healing on me and it was amazing. And I said to them, "You know what? I don't think you know how amazing you are. I really don't think you know how much you have helped me. Like, in this healing, it's been really good. It's been really powerful. And I don't think you know how much you're good." And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." "And you know why I know that? It's because you're hiding. You're not telling anybody. You're not putting yourself out there on social media." And she goes, "Well, I'm open to any suggestion." And I'm like, "Suggestion? The only suggestion I got for you is stop procrastinating and start freaking showing up on social media. Just do it." There's no other suggestion. Obviously there is. Obviously I've got a course and I teach in my academy how to do it. But the biggest part is just start doing, start sharing, start making yourself, accountable. And if you find, and this is what she said, she's like, oh, I'm very good for like a week and then life happens and then I forget. And I said, I hear you. And this is why you need to, if you're really committed to be consistent, you need to show up. You need to sign up into a course. Someone is going to keep you accountable to really maintain that momentum. Because if not, you're going to keep hiding. And you're going to keep hiding and you're not going to do the things that you know you can do. So it's really important that if we know our mistakes, our faults, and we know that that's what happens, then you got to find a solution, which is either you stop procrastinating and you start taking action on your own, or you get someone, a coach, someone that's going to keep you accountable to make sure that you stop procrastinating. But then also, when you do join a place where you know there's a group program, then you still need to show up. You still need to do the work. The person is not going to do it for you. So no matter where you go, no matter how you turn it, you still need to do it. It's like when you want to lose weight or you want to get fit and you're like, oh, I really want to get a PT. The PT is not going to lie on the floor and do push-ups. It's going to tell you to do it. And then you got to do it. And if you don't do it, then nothing's going to work. And the PT is going to give you maybe a food plan or something like that. And if you go to the PT classes and you do the exercise because it's telling you, but then you go back home and you eat a lot, then a lot more than what you should be eating, and you don't exercise in between the PT classes, then PT is not going to change your life. It's not going to make you skinnier. It's not going to make you toner. Nothing's going to change. So again, the same thing happens when you get a coach, right? So we really want to think about, why do you want people to know that you're an expert? Why do you want to make a difference? Why do you want to show up on social media so that you can actually start to stand out? So once you understand that why, because for me it's like deeper than just, yes, of course, I love making money. Yes, of course, I love helping people, making a difference. Yes, I love what I do. But when I share on social media, I don't do it on like, oh, let me share this today so I can get a client. Oh, let me share this today so that I can build some trust. I share from my heart. I share something that I've learned, a message, something that I'm excited about, something that I came across in a podcast or in a book, something that is like a new concept or something that is like something obvious to me and people don't find it obvious. Right? So anything that is like going on for me that day, I share it. And I share it from a point of wanted to contribute, wanted to share my knowledge, wanted to leave a little mark in the world. And I don't do it with the place of like, when I share this, I'm going to get clients number 5. Like, I don't think that way. And this is why I feel that people can genuinely see my authenticity in my post and love following me, because I'm not doing it in a place of like, okay, I'm doing this and this and this so that people want to follow me. But at the same time, I do often talk about my expertise. I do often talk about my business. I do often talk about my success. I do often talk about all of that, because I do want to inspire people that if I did it, anybody else can. So that's one of the things that I choose to do, to really share. And this is the reason why I want to show on my social media. And this is the reason why I want to post every day, even when I don't feel like it. I find the space in me. I find that part of me that do want to post. I find that part of me that do want to share. I find a part of me that want to contribute. And so if I'm having a bad day, I ask myself, well, there could be other people out there having a bad day. So what if I share that? And I literally share going like, oh my gosh, today was hard for me to get going. Today was hard for me to get, disciplined. Today was hard for me to be on top of my calendar. Today was hard for me to jump on a phone call. Whatever that is, right? I share it because I know there's other people out there that feel the same. And if they know that also I have struggled sometimes, they know that I also, not gaining momentum and I'm, got some sort of issues here and there, then I'm like, oh my gosh, if this person has it, then I can do it too. If this person also have problems, then it's normal for me to have problems so that I can move forward. So I really post from a place of like, I want to make a difference in anybody that is listening, anybody that is following, anybody that is reading this today. And I do it from a place of, I needed to hear this when I first started. I need to still read something inspiring nowadays. So I don't want it to wait and keep all this knowledge for myself. I want to share it. I want everybody to have a great day. I want everybody to feel great today. I want everybody to go through a roadblocks and know how to get over it. I want everybody to have a low moment and know how to, to achieve the next level. I want everybody to be able to do that. So that's why I post. So I would love you guys to really think about what is the reason why you want to post. So what's the reason why you wanted to make a difference? What is the reason why you want to show up on your social media? And that's where you're going to be able to start to find a consistency. That's when you're going to be able to find the reason why you wanted to be consistent. So I really wanted you guys to think about what is the purpose, what is the reason why you want to post on social media, what is the reason why you want to show up, and then you're going to find yourself a strategy on making sure that you're not going to procrastinate. What is the strategy? Is it that you're going to use an Airtable and you're going to schedule it all once a week, or are you better at writing every day, or are you, I don't believe every day is better, because then when life happens, you're not going to do it. So it's always good to how can you schedule as many posts as possible? How can you repurpose posts from the past? I go back into last year or the year before posts and go oh my gosh, this was such a good post. I tweak it a little bit because obviously it might not resonate anymore, some parts of it, or I might be sharing something that was happening in the right moment, and whatever it is, I just tweak it and change it to make sure that it's adaptable to where I am now, and then I post it. So I'd really literally, I say to my team a lot, we don't have to write content every day. We already have plenty of content from the last few years. Let's just keep repurposing. And if you are starting out and you go well, I don't have content, then yeah, you got to start to create. You got to start to think about, how can you do it? But what happens is a lot of us coaches, we've done lots of training, we've done lots of learning in the past, and then we stop growing. And that's why you have no idea what you're going to post, what you're going to talk about, right? We've got to really think about, what is the point for me to show up? What is the reason why I want to really step up? What is the reason why I want to really make a difference in the world? And then we're going to back ourselves up, make sure that we don't procrastinate, that we don't stop. So this is what I wanted to really share this with you guys, because we sometimes, our brain want to think that it's way more complicated than what it actually is. And it's not that complicated, and it's not that difficult. And yes, you can learn from, from a group, and there's lots of things that obviously we do share to make the lives a lot easier. But the first few months is really you gotta do it. You gotta get shit done. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta really hurry up and move on forward, right? You can't just hide. This is not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna support you. So, yeah, I wanted to really remind you guys of finding that strength within you, of going I want to show up. It's time for me to stop hiding, and it's time for me to truly make a difference. And a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I don't want to post too much on social media because I don't want to get fully booked. And so in order to avoid being fully booked, they're not posting at all. Listen, you got control if you are going to get fully booked. No, you got control of your calendar. You can put people on a waiting list. You can still work 3 days a week and tell people that you're fully booked. It's your business. You can choose whatever you want, but don't don't sabotage it. Don't avoid posting on social media because you're afraid that one day you're gonna get fully booked if you don't have a client yet, or if you only have a few clients, right? So make sure that we don't do that, and watch our brain. So are you willing to really work on your brain? And I know that this is hard. The other day I had to go on a date, and I was my brain was oh, I don't really want to go. I don't want another disappointment. I don't want to show up. I don't want to do it. I don't want to chat with people. I don't want to waste my time with people that are not my ideal man, or whatever. And I was literally getting coached on it from one of my coaches, and they were saying, what if this happened? What if someone of your clients tell you that? I'm oh my gosh, my clients tell me that they don't want to go on a consultation because they're afraid that nobody's going to sign up, that they're going to waste of time. I would tell them, stop it. If you never do consultation, you're never going to sign up anybody. So let's go. And every no is going to be closer to a yes. So let's do it. And she's well, that's the same for you in dating. I'm stop it. So it's totally true, right? So whatever happened to us, whenever you believe that it's going to be a waste of time, that posting on social media is not going to bring you anything, when you believe that, well, you got to really dig deep and do the work and go why am I choosing to believe that? Why am I choosing to believe that if social media is a waste of time? Why do I choose to believe that nobody's going to show up? Why do I choose to believe that nobody's going to buy? Why do I choose to believe that it's, posting is a waste of time? It will be for the first few months. It might be. But then what? Eventually it's going to work. And I've mentioned this multiple times. Even this podcast, I did not have anybody, I had nobody listening to this podcast. And then eventually with my consistency, without promoting, we started to get some really good momentum. And now this podcast is listened by thousands and thousands of people, which is so bloody exciting. So one more time, it's stop hiding, stop being invisible. And make a difference. Choose to put other people first and stop choosing to be afraid of what other people think or be afraid of what's going to happen if you get fully booked. Just stop it. All those thoughts are not serving you, and they're not serving your audience, because your audience needs you. They need you now. They need you more than ever. So yeah, let's go out there and let's have fun. Business is supposed to be fun. Why are we getting so caught up in our brain and all these bloody silly things, right? And I put myself in there as well, because I do that. But I do that and then I manage my brain. I do that and I notice it and I go, oh, that was interesting. Why did I think that? Or I do it and then I go, oh my goodness, so that wasn't useful. Why did I choose to decide that thought? Maybe I should, have a look into it. And but I don't use that as an excuse to keep working on my thoughts. So then I never do anything. I work on the thought and I do something right now, right there, right? Very important. So all my friends, listen. If you haven't been to one of my workshops, I do teach this in depth. I tell you exactly what you need to be doing to get your business out there. I tell you exactly what you need to be doing to move from one-on-one to one-to-many. And let's go, right? If you haven't been to one of my workshops, I'm so excited. I'm going to start doing national tours again. I'm going to Brisbane, Gold Coast, Newcastle, Sydney, and Melbourne in the next literally 60 days. So I am beyond excited to be able to go back face to face and run these beautiful events and really have the best of being in a room in front of people again. I missed it so much. It's been so wonderful to be able to go online, and it was great and we got some really great results, but I do like a face-to-face event. So I am ready, I am excited, and I am back on tour. So if you are for any of the cities, then get your ticket now, because we have limited spots due to COVID. So make sure that you get your ticket and make sure that you show up. So I look forward to see you at one of my next events, and let's go. Let's get your business out there. Go and post it right now. Stop everything you're doing and go and post something legit. You don't have to post something super long, just even a question. Get curious, get asking, get interested into your audience, get to know them. Because when you do, you see that it's just people behind that social media screen, and they are amazing and they need your help. So let's go and help them. Let's make a difference. Love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, then you have to come to check out our Facebook group, Workshop Secrets for Coaches. It's a community of over 9,500 coaches that are ready to boom their business by running workshops. They are stuck in one-on-one coaching and they're ready to start to go one-to-many. So if you are one of those coaches, then you have to join us. I look forward to see you there. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a review to win a ticket to one of my workshops. I look forward to see you there.